What is going on, everyone? This is NinjaGeek here, and in this particular video, I honestly don't even have a name for what it is about. It just has to do with a lot of toxicity going on in not only just the YouTube scene itself with the Call of Duty community, but the entire internet itself, and leading onwards out into real life. And obviously toxicity and hatred and stuff like that has been going on for years and years. It's not like something new that has just randomly come out. It's just I've been seeing a lot of it lately, and I'm going to go over my thoughts over a lot of different things. So, and I'm going to mention things specifically and my own opinions on certain things. So it is my own opinion again, but you can leave your opinion down below. And that's what we have to understand. I'm going to basically be picking apart different opinions, but ultimately leading to a conclusion there. So the first thing that really made me want to make this video is the comment that Drifter replied to me about. So basically, Infinite Warfare in the community, right? Not a generally liked topic. Nobody really likes Infinite Warfare. It's generally hated upon no matter what video it is because of Infinite Warfare news, this and that. Generally, it is disliked by the public. Now, my thoughts on Infinite Warfare are that I don't enjoy the game the way that it's going. I don't like the way Infinity Ward is doing it. I don't really like the new Infinity Ward itself as a company. However, does that mean that I hate Infinite Warfare right now and that I think it's going to suck or that the multiplayer sucks? No, because we haven't seen anything at the time of me recording this video. So that's my thoughts on it. Honestly, Infinite Warfare is what it is, but the community obviously has a strong opinion on it, and that's perfectly fine. If you don't like Infinite Warfare, I'm not going to say go out there and like Infinite Warfare, but there comes to a point where we don't like something, and then we start blaming other things for it. For example, we start blaming YouTubers and their videos, or the videos themselves, just because of Infinite Warfare. So Drifter posted a video about him going to the Infinity Ward studios, getting some hands-on and better developing Call of Duty, which is generally what they're doing. Obviously, they are disclosed and they signed some contracts over there. Not only Drifter, but Team R and Chaos, I think a couple other guys as well. And so that's what they did over there, and they were basically bettering the Call of Duty development by doing it. That's exactly what they were doing. So why are people so upset about that? Why are people upset that they tried to better develop a game? Okay, that personally just doesn't make any sense. And I know the reason is because, oh, it's Infinite Warfare, but why should we hate the YouTuber or the video about them going to? It's not even about Infinite Warfare in that particular video, and people are still hating on it, which is what made me write that comment that you saw on your screen, and then Drifter obviously replied. Because it has literally gotten to the point where people just don't care about other YouTubers, and they just Infinite Warfare, they hate Infinite Warfare, so then they hate the YouTubers and the videos themselves, which is just stupid. And I'm going to just leave you off on this about the Infinite Warfare stuff. Imagine if you got an invitation to the Infinity Ward Studios or the Treyarch Studios, the Sledgehammer, or whatever studio or publisher you want. Would you seriously decline a free invitation to, hey, come out, check our studio, even if it was just a tour, or hey, we're going to use you and help better develop our game, want to come join us? Who would decline that? Exactly my point. You're not going to decline an invitation, no matter if they agree with the community to a certain extent. Like, yeah, maybe they don't like supply drops in Call of Duty, which I guarantee that is the case. Drifter has even spoken out about this, how he doesn't agree with the supply drop system and he thinks it needs a change. I completely agree, obviously, as many people do, but just because of that, he's not going to decline an invitation because he agrees with the community more. If you got the invitation, I guarantee you that you would be going out there to that studio as well. It's just they happen to get the invitation, so we need to stop hating on these YouTubers for that, and that's basically it on the Infinite Warfare side of things. Just massive amounts of hates just are not needed towards YouTubers. If you want to hate on Infinite Warfare, fine, but bringing it to other YouTubers and creating stories on it, just leave that alone, please. But moving aside from Infinite Warfare and the Call of Duty scene, YouTube in 2016, obviously before this it started in maybe 2014-ish getting into, but 2016 seems to be the big year that people create channels and create themselves about creating drama about other people. And I just ultimately think that that's a negative light to be thinking about. Just creating channels based on drama about other people, it's more negative than positive. Even if you are exposing them or creating specific drama about other people, it's still negative. Nothing is ever positive about talking about other people, and you're not gaining a positive audience on that. So, for example, myself, I don't base my channel around calling this one out and calling that one out and calling her out and calling him out or calling out T Martin or calling out Chaos or because of whatever. I don't base my channel around that because that's just negative content. I base my channel around, actually, I posted on Wednesday a little short film, and there's going to be more of those in the future whenever I decide to do that. But that's what I like to do with my time. I like to be creative within game, outside of game. I like to do things my way. I never bring any negativity except for this commentary right here, which you could say is negative towards other people, but I'm doing it because I'm sick and tired of seeing it happen all the damn time. It literally is so annoying to see this one exposing this one. Now, of course, getting into the specific drama channels, obviously we know it's negative. However, there are some right things and some wrong things. However, if you're talking drama about the news happening, with your opinion, that's fine, but creating drama is the biggest problem with these drama channels, and ultimately, like I keep saying, it's just negative, and exposing is even just become a big thing lately, and it's ultimately right, and it's ultimately wrong, depending on how you see it. Now, if we mention 8 Thoughts in the community, he actually, quote-unquote, exposed Drifter, T Martin, or Chaos about not supporting the COD endowment, which ultimately became a false statement. It was just out there to create more views, more publicity in there, because obviously there has been information proven that they do support the COD endowment, and even if they did not specifically state that they support the COD endowment, who cares, honestly? Now, I'm not saying that I don't support the COD endowment, because that statement is 100% false. Of course, I would support anything and all things about the veterans and what they need and everything about the COD endowment. However, why is it so looked down upon when somebody else just doesn't say anything about the COD endowment or anything that is similar to that? If they don't believe in something that you believe in, why do we all of a sudden hate them for it? It's just something that really bothers me. But then there are things that 8 Thoughts have found that have proven to be true. So it's both on both sides. Some of it is for views, some of it is for just, getting the information out there. But either way, now what do we do? Now what? Is there going to be some angel that's just going to lift them off of the YouTube face? No. Are their channels going to get banned forever because you expose them of doing a little thing here? No. Is it wrong that they're doing this little thing? Maybe. Yes, perhaps. But you're not going to do anything about it. The only thing you're going to do about it is give them more success, because people are going to check out their channels, and yourself is going to obviously grow because of that. And it's growing in a quote-unquote negative way, I'll say, because you're not actually creating content based around yourself or things that you like to do. It's just creating content on negativity around other people that also could spread false information as well. Not all of it is true. Most of it is just people making stuff up to kind of spread drama. Some of it is true, some of it is not, and that's what we have to be careful about when going out there and doing this. Either way you look at it, depending on the situation, it's always going to be negative content. Now, of course, with this recent, people are probably going to say, oh, what do you think about the CSGO Lotto scandal? Well, that is a situation that whoever exposed that, I don't know exactly off the top of my head, whoever got the first exposure of that and started doing that, you're right, because it is wrong for them, for T Martin and Syndicate and whoever, the owners of that to be punished for their misdoings, because that is just completely wrong, and I obviously, I agree with that. So that, but generally exposing people is just negative, but doing that, it was good because we found out these things. However, then what's going to happen with the T Martin and Syndicate thing? I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, they're wrong, but it's still a situation that's still in the air. So I'm not going to get too much more into that. But because what they did with the scandal and the scamming and the brainwashing children and scamming them of their money, that's just illegal. So it is, that situation is what it is. But generally, exposing people and building your channel around that. It's not building your channel around subscribers that want to see content from you. It's just building your channel around negativity. And it's like, yeah, I just posted this new video exposing this, or making a cringe video about this one over here because she or he did this. It's just, enough is enough. And that's ultimately why I think that drama channels in general are just not good. The regular ones that just, get some news out there, they're fine. But when you start getting into really hurting people and exposing people, those shouldn't even exist, in my own opinion. Drama channels in general, I don't think should exist, but there's nothing I could do about that now. It is what YouTube is, and I'm going to get more into YouTube's and later on in the commentary. But the next thing that I kind of want to talk about is more on the sexual/inappropriate side of things. And we obviously know in the community, a big YouTuber in the community is Sniper Wolf. She does a lot of vlogs now, but she's mainly a girl gamer, and people see her in different lights. There have been multiple accusations of her faking gameplay, multiple things. The pictures that she posts are, somewhat, what's the word for it? I don't even know the exact word for it, but they're revealing, or they don't show anything, but to 12-year-olds on the internet, that's enough for them to comment, "Oh wow, let me fuck you," or "Oh wow, nice tits you got," or something insanely stupid like that, because they're 12-year-olds who have nothing better to do with their time. And I honestly believe that if those 12-year-olds or whoever commenting those inappropriate sexual comments that you see all the time, Leah is tired of hearing you, okay? First of all, but if you walked up to her in real life, I guarantee you wouldn't say that to her. So why are you coming out here on the internet and saying that stuff? It's just wrong. It's just stupid. And indeed, if you did do that in real life, if you walked up to her and touched her ass or something like that, I guarantee she would lay the smackdown on you. I guarantee it, bro. So don't even tell me that you would actually do what you say on the internet, because you're just saying it, and then what's the point of it? What's the point? And then, you have people accusing, "Oh, she fakes gameplays. Oh, she's a fake." Okay, who cares? She fakes gameplays. If you really care that much, just stop watching her. What are you gonna do about it, man? What are you gonna do about it? She has, I think she has now 2 million subscribers, something close to that. You're not gonna take her channel down because you believe, or by disliking the video, that she fakes her gameplays. There's nothing you can do about it. Just click away from the video if you just don't like the video. It's just stupid stuff like that. And then, we have accusations or truthfulness about exposing that she followed Pornhub on Twitter and all that. I'm pretty sure she has a good explanation for that, but people just don't like to leave people alone. It's like getting down at their throats lately, and it's just like pulling it out. It's just stop commenting this sexual stuff, stop harassing people, stop creating drama around other people that ultimately is just bad. I just don't even know what to say anymore. This internet in 2016 and leading on, it better get better in years to come, because this is just ultimately, I just can't even take it anymore. And then you don't even have the internet side of things. And recently, Thunder made a video about this 12-year-old, okay, and he wasn't even doing anything, and this 16-year-old just walked up to him with brass knuckles and just punched the shit out of his face. He was, I think the kid had broken teeth, and it was a knockout game. What the fuck is wrong with people? Seriously. What is wrong with people? And I think he wanted to plead guilty, but you're not going to plead guilty after people saw that video. I've seen the video of that happen. It's not I just heard it. I actually saw that video that his friend posted. Just terrible stuff, and obviously that's not the internet drama, so I'm going to kind of get away from that side of things, because it's just not, that's happening outside of the internet, and it all ties into the toxicity that you see on the internet. But that alone is just terrible, that, now that 12-year-old, what's he gonna do later on? His teeth are, all knocked out. He's gonna have to get new teeth. I don't know what his parents are thinking. I mean, he's only 12 years old. He's not, 18. He's not an adult. He's only 12 years old, man. So, it's just stuff like this, and just, I want to throw in all of this, okay, because it's a huge topic, exposing people, drama, this, that. You have Timar and Syndicate, people exposing this and for that, and for whatever, clickbaiting and doing this and this and this and everything combined on YouTube. And then you have people that go even way, way, way too far and just say, oh, I wish your family was dead, or no matter what happens, no matter what is going to happen, you should not wish T. Martin, Chaos, Drifter, Ali A, Prestigious Key, anyone you could think of, anybody, death threats. That crosses the line, and their families as well. That just ultimately crosses the line, especially on the internet, because anything you say is going to ultimately lead back to you, man. Stop with the death threats. Stop with this harassing, but especially with the death threats. There's no need for that, especially on the internet. Like, in real life, death threats are a thing, obviously, but it's easier to take care of when you're on the internet and saying this stuff. It's just not a good thing. And anything you say, obviously, anything on the internet, little lesson here, anything you post, any video you post, any picture you post, any text you write, anything is always going to be there no matter whether you delete it or not. It's always going to be there in cache files. It's going to be there, and you can't take it back. There's no need for death threats at all, and just because T. Martin or Syndicate even scammed children on this, and I do believe it's wrong, don't get me wrong here. When I come out here and I explain these types of things, and Infinite Warfare, I'm not all, let's play Infinite Warfare, I'm so excited. I don't like Infinite Warfare in the direction it's heading, but I'm still going to try and accept it for what it is. But, I'm coming out here and I guess being the truthfulness, but the truthfulness doesn't mean coming out here and saying death threats to YouTubers. That's just wrong. And one topic that I just want to get into at the end of this video is the topic of clickbaiting. I mentioned it before about clickbaiting and death threats, and combining those is, obviously, we don't need any death threats, but clickbaiting is a big thing now in 2016. It was in years previous, but now it's just begotten. Like, every single video has a big giant red arrow pointing to a little tiny object you can't see in the thumbnail, and then you got the manipulating tags and the titles. The clickbaiting has just become its own thing on YouTube, and what are we going to do about it? People complain about clickbaiting all the time, and I even made a video about this, but I just don't even care about clickbaiting anymore. People like Chaos or T. Martin or what have you make clickbait titles, and people just don't like that about them. But just because they make clickbait titles, does that mean they're a bad YouTuber? No. Does that mean that we need to wish hatred or death or cancer upon them? No, because they're not terrible people. They're not bad people. They're just regular people doing the same thing. The only reason why clickbaiting is such a popular thing is because it's the thing to do now. And as Thunder always states, I want to leave off with this. Thunder's always been right. I've always followed with what he says, because literally everything he says is correct. YouTube is a business at the end of the day. In 2016, and, well, years previous, but mainly in 2016, YouTube is a business. It's no longer going on here having fun like I like to do and like many like to do, or to watch videos. YouTube is strictly a business. Whoever can get the most views, the most likes, the most money will win. And if that means by clickbaiting, if that means by trying to use manipulating tags or titles to try and get people to click on the video, it's going to be done. Is there anything we could do about it? No. That's how it is, because YouTube is a business, and it just is what it is. But that, combined with all the toxicity, I just don't even know what to say about it anymore. There's nothing I could do about it. So, at the end of the day, it's all done. But leave your thoughts on everything down below. Again, I'm not trying to start any drama. I'm just stating what it simply is. And that's it. I'll see you on the next video. I'm out. And peace.
Maybe send trained forces next time?